value to any groups that you're a part of, add to your network, create and schedule at least 4 posts. Then we're going to do a little dance break, which I'm super excited about. And I promise I will flip the camera back on me so you can see my terrible dance moves. After that, we're going to invite to your next challenge group. So challenge group in this instance is basically the next thing that you're offering to sell, right? So whatever product that you're offering, you want to go ahead and invite people. So either you've made a post and you're following up with people that have liked the post, or you're sending out new information to people that might be interested in whatever it is that you're offering. The same thing with the invite to coach opportunity. This would be if you have something like a coaching program or something where you're adding people to your network to do what you do. This is when you would do that invitation process, or it could just be a continuation of inviting people to buy whatever product that you sell. Then we're going to spend 8 minutes on following up, and then the last 5 minutes are for recognition. So are there any questions or anything so far? All good? Okay, awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. So just let me know if things look crazy on my end. I'm going to be looking at my phone. Of course, my mother just got here. So. Okay, so I got a stopwatch here. Let me do a timer. Okay, awesome. So for the first minute, we're going to do some breath work. And this is really important because you want to get your mind right. Like when it comes to working on your business, especially if you work full time, like I still do, like you need to clear everything out of your head so that you can actually focus on the task at hand that you're doing. So I'm going to set the timer for an hour. You just want to do some deep breathing. So you would just breathe in and then breathe out like so. Got it? So we're going to do that for 1 minute. Just do some deep breathing. I'm going to put some music on. Hopefully you can hear it. 1 second here. A lot of commotion per usual. Okay, so we're gonna start a deep breathing, and 1 minute is on the clock. I'm already sweating, so I'm gonna be breathing a lot. Awesome. So there's a little timer here. So next thing we're going to do is set an intention. And so if you are watching this in the Facebook group, I just want you guys to type in the chat box below what your intention is for your power hours today. So I'll just share mine verbally. My intention for the day is to, let's see, I want to reach out to 10 new people that I haven't connected with, and I want to follow up with at least 5 people that have reached out to me about joining my next group, as well as, just connecting to new people and knowing that they're going to be excited to change their lives and to be on a healthier path. So I'm very excited for this moment of work that I'm going to be doing. So I'm super, super excited. So that is my intention. So just type in the chat below what your intention is for this power hour of work, and I'll put a minute on the clock and then we'll move to the next thing. If you guys have any questions at any time, just let me know and I will help you out. So let's see, while I do that, I'm gonna put mine in the chat box. All right. Perfect. So that is time's up on that task. So then the next one, we're going to do some affirmations of gratitude. So this will just be 2 minutes where I want you to spend some time just throwing gratitude to the universe. Like so often, what you learn in your personal development journey, and if you haven't learned anything yet and you need some support with that, please make sure that you join our CEO book club, because that is something that we work on is mindset. Because it's really important that you have to believe that what you desire in life is going to happen to you before it's actually there, and also simultaneously by exactly being grateful for where you're at in your life right now. And it's really important because in order to receive, you have to already be grateful for what you have. So I hope that makes sense. So, in order to just start putting that to practice, I personally use an app called the 5 Minute Journal, where I write down what I'm grateful for when I wake up in the morning. And then in the evening, I write down what I was grateful for that happened during that day. And so, right now, we're just going to type out some affirmations of gratitude for things that we're grateful for in our lives right now. And so I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock and we'll do that. And again, I'm just writing in the Facebook group since a lot of you guys are there. All right, just keep writing if you have anything else. All right, so time's up on that one. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, awesome. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to send out gratitude messages. So what I want you all to do is send out a message to someone who has positively affected your life, somebody that has been instrumental in whatever you're doing in your business. Maybe they were the ones that pushed you to get started. Maybe they were the ones that, really have been influential in your life. It could be like a family member. Maybe it's somebody that, for me, I just had a birthday, like somebody that wished me happy birthday. Like take the time out to say, you know what, I really appreciate you. And I'm so grateful for the influence that you are in my life. And so we're going to spend probably about 4 minutes doing this because I want to make sure we get to the work part. So we'll change the 5 minutes to 4 minutes. So go ahead and send out your messages of gratitude. And this can be either on Facebook or Instagram, whichever you prefer. And then once we finish, I'll just have you guys check in to let me know how many messages you were able to send out. So there's some accountability with this as well. So I'm going to actually show you guys what I do. Hopefully you can see this. Did it switch over? Okay, cool. So it's a little slow, but it's working. So what I'm going to do, I'll just come up in my inbox. I'm actually gonna come over here. Oh, my Facebook. Okay, awesome. So if you're not following my Facebook, this is my Facebook page. And yeah, here was a recent post and it was my birthday. So I'm just gonna here's one person I want to reach out to. This is actually my cousin. And she was interested in business. So I'm just gonna pick 4 people. Hey Brenda, thanks for hopping on. Right now we're just doing messages of gratitude. Oh my gosh, it's moving so slow. I might have to do this on my phone. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this on my phone. So slow. Well, I'll do a sample message for you guys. So say, hey Kim. Wanted to reach out and say thank you so much for the birthday love. Um, how is Craig? Let me see. I'm so grateful to have you as a part of the family. I really appreciate your kindness. Okay, Okay, I'll give you guys a hack here. So let me go back real quick. So if you guys are using a MacBook, hit Command Shift Spacebar. Let me see if it works. Command Shift Spacebar. No. All right, I lied. Command Control Spacebar, and your own emojis pop up. Isn't that amazing? So this is how I do emojis online. All right. So I'm gonna send her a heart here. I'm gonna fix this word, and I'm gonna say, "How's the pregnancy?" Pregnancy.
What was that again?
Do it again.
What was the command? Command shift what?
It's Command Control Spacebar. Yep. Command Control Spacebar. Boom. Emojis. Mind blown. Mind blown. So, and this only works on a MacBook. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Miss Brenda. Cool. So I only was able to do one message in 4 minutes because my computer's moving very slow, but you guys get the gist. So you just want to send out a message to anyone that you just want to give like a personal shout out of gratitude to. I was also going to send a message to a girl that I'm in business with because I also sell CBD oil, and that was another person that came to mind because she invited us on a live stream today. So just, as your day goes on throughout the day, maybe somebody at work was really kind to you, just be grateful for them. And this is just a good exercise in general, but it's a good way to kind of break the ice and start conversation. So I'm going to send this off to Kim. Kim and I saw her at Thanksgiving, and she was asking me about business related things. So I want to bring that up, but I don't just want to go in and be like, hey girl, hey, join this business, because she told me that she needed time, but I'm going to go ahead and continue to build a relationship with her. So any questions about that? All good? All right, so the timer did go off, so I'm going to keep us moving here. So the next thing on the list is to add value to groups. So I hope everyone is familiar with the fact that Facebook has groups. You all are in a Facebook group with the Elite Fortune group, of course. And so what this means is that if you're in other groups, now you should be in groups related to the niche, and by niche, I mean the specific content or area that your business is in. So for example, for me, I'm health and fitness. So I'm a part of a lot of health and fitness groups. If you just want to do something more general, like entrepreneurship, I'm also in like a women entrepreneurship group. Whatever groups that you want to join on Facebook, you would just go over to here. Let me see if I can get it fast. So you would go to groups and you would search. And if you're already in groups, for the next 5 minutes, you're just going to add value. So maybe you're going to share an article related to the topic of the group. Maybe you're going to just do a post where you do an introductory thing. Whatever it is, you just want to go to your group and add some value. So for me, let me put some time on the clock here. I'm going to head over to my hair group because I just put a new wig on my head and I'm going to share the wig in this group because that's one of my interests. So all of my groups I save here as shortcuts so they're easy to get to. I actually don't even see this group up here, but I'll find it pretty quickly. But you can also add your groups or shortcuts, but I will go over this when I do the social media training on Sundays. All right, so we got 5 minutes on the clock, so go into your groups and add value. If anybody has questions again, please just let me know. Hey, Dolores, thanks for hopping on. Hey, guys. We're checking into our groups here. So I'm going to go into my hair group. And also, sometimes you guys can just go in and add value, like just comment on a post or something. Like, it doesn't always have to be you sharing something. But in a group of, almost 130,000 people, like, I definitely want to be as active as I possibly can. Because these people might eventually want to come to my page and possibly either get some health and fitness wise. Maybe they have their own business that they want to start. So let's see. So again, this is one of my niche groups because I'm also into makeup and hair. So I love coming into this group and just seeing, oh yeah, so look, somebody posted something about, has anyone tried this soap? I've actually tried it before, so I'm gonna drop a comment. Yes, I love using this soap as well as any soap any shoes else. Boom. So there's a comment there. I can't add any value there. Da, 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 da. I'm actually going to post a picture in this group because my makeup artist is in this group. So I'm going to drop a picture because she did my makeup over the weekend. Oh, da, 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 da. It's going to be like a combo post. I'm going to add some value and drop a photo. I want to give her a little more reviews here. She is very professional, organized, and time. Exactly 1.5. Cool beans. So does that make sense? I did this little post here in my group, adding some value to the group with a little bit of gratitude wrapped up in there. So this is all good stuff. So if I were going to post just something to add value to a group, I typically just try to either Google something or find something on Pinterest. I'm always make sure everything's spelled correctly. You always want to add emojis to everything. I actually learned this from our very own Dr. Travis Davis because people love pictures. That's what catches their eyes first. So I'm going to make sure this is emojied up to my personal preference. There's our time. Cool. All right. So yes, this is a little time consuming. I mean, this particular thing is, but it gets done, right? Like a lot of times, as you can see, like I'm not scrolling on Facebook. I'm actually over here getting some things done, adding some value, posting to groups, you know, making my presence known. And for all I know, this might end up turning into more people coming to my page. So it's all worth it. It's all worth it. Let me know if this is helpful so far. Give me some feedback in the comments below. Got events all over the place. Okay, so I'm going to post this. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, of course my message box is going to be cool. So I posted, but it has to be approved by the admin, so no big deal. The post happened. All right. So then the next thing that we're going to do, so I have my little outline here. Next, we're going to add to your network. So this is super, super important, guys. If you have not maxed out at 5,000 friends, which I know I'm pretty close to, but I delete people all the time, then you still have room to add people to your network. Your network, of course, is your net worth, right? And so if you don't have enough people following you, following your journey, following your story, it's going to be very hard for you to get traction and to gain sales. Now, the most important thing to remember, though, is that you want people to follow you and to be friends with you on either Facebook or Instagram that are actually closer to your tribe. So if you already are as a part of EFG Social, you're already doing that with the hashtags that you're using and the influencers and everything. With Facebook, it's a little different because you're directly connected to your market. So that your tribe is essentially going to come from your posts as well. So anyway, I don't want to go too into that to belabor the time, but we are going to spend the next, let's see, 5 minutes adding to your network. So 5 minutes on the clock and ready, set, go. So I'm going to show you how I add people to my Facebook page. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go into another group. So, oh Jesus, oh Lord. All right, so I'm actually going to go over to some of my vegan groups because I know I need more vegan support people. And I'm going to go to Vegan Weight Loss Support and Motivation. Haven't been in here in a while. I really need to mute this chat. If somebody knows how to close a chat box, please let me know. Collapse all chats. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, cool. I think I did it. So Vegan Weight Loss Motivation and Support. It's about 61,000 people in here. All right, so let me see what kind of posts are popping right now. And for me, I do have a preference to support women of color. So I like to reach out to those women and add them as friends. I try not to add anyone that I don't have any mutual friends with because Facebook will think that oh my God, this group is awesome. Doesn't this food look good, guys? Sometimes Facebook will think that they are not, that we are not, that's spam. So I really like this girl's transformation. So I'm gonna like it. Gonna show some love. I'm gonna add this girl as a friend. She might add me back if she can. I don't know if she can. Wow, this is a dope group. Wow, this stuff looks so good, yeah. All right, so some people I can't add as friends. I'm gonna follow them. Da, 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 da. Let me go up in here. Look, I have some friend requests here. I typically, I have not been accepting requests from everyone because I just haven't. Okay, cool. So members with things in common. Perfect. So there's a pretty good chance these people are going to add me back. So I'm going to expand this group and just go ahead and add everyone now. For an additional 10 points, if I was giving out points, write down the names of the people that you add because you might come back to them for something and you want to track everything. So I just have a pen and paper here and I'll show you guys at the end of this what I'm doing on pen and paper, but I'm going to write these names down just so I can keep track of who I added today. So I got Crystal Benjamin, add as a friend. Let me just add them first. Marisol, cool. Boom. Love it. So what am I at? 1, 2, oops, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She's black. Hey girl, hey. 8, 9, 10. Oh, I'm gonna keep going. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm gonna stop there. Okay, cool. And then I go back and I just write everybody down. So got Marisol. So as you can see, guys, this stuff really isn't hard, but it just requires some focused attention. Aditimar. Number 4, Natasha Graham. Number 5. And in another life, I'm super organized, and I would put these people in a spreadsheet and then track them with when I've reached out to them, etc. We're getting there. We're getting there. So the timer has gone off. I'm gonna just keep writing these names. Just gonna keep writing these names down. Yes, my parents are requesting my presence. I told them I had to call at 8 o'clock. Get her done. Kids, parents, whoever. Yes. Hey. Yes, that's trash. Aaron, Charlotte. Okay, so I'm gonna come back and write these names down. I'm just gonna take a little picture. So yeah, if you can't get it all done because time is whatever, just take a picture of it, come back to it, find a way. But you definitely want to move on to the next task. All right. So the next thing that we're going to do, oops. All right, so we got about 15 minutes left. So we're going to create and schedule posts. We're going to have time to follow up. And then we're going to dance at the end. How about that? And we're going to do some recognition. So, yeah, so essentially we just added to the network. So create and schedule 4 posts. So you can do this in a couple different ways. If you have a Facebook page, you can actually schedule posts to your page. So if you do have a page, let me know in the comments below, and I'll go through that at another time. Otherwise, you can use Hootsuite, which I've used in the past. I use a new app called Preview for my Instagram, so it might be helpful if I share that with you guys real quick. So let me do that. 1 second, please. Okay. Hootsuite, which I've used in the past, I use a new app called Preview. Can you still hear me? I had to mute the Zoom thing. But okay, cool. So what I use is this app called Preview. So this is my background of my phone. And Preview lives over here. So I'm sorry, I'm moving super, super fast. Sorry, guys. So this is Preview. So you know that it's the right app because it has these little squares on it. And so what I do is I hit the Preview app. And then for those that don't know, I currently have a theme to my page. So it basically looks something like this. I have a picture or video on the side, and then I have a quote with a white background, black writing, and then I have food. And so it all goes in a row here. All goes in a row here. And so what I like to do also in this app is come on here and edit my pictures. I will be going through all of my editing tips and tricks on our 7:30 Sunday night calls. We don't have time for that right now. But what I like to do is essentially this allows me to see what my Instagram feed is going to look like before I post something. And you can move stuff around, right? So all I got to do is move it around. Maybe I want to do it that way. Maybe I want to do something like this. And so what's great is because all of my posts are right here. Everything is right here. So a couple weeks ago, I posted this thing that said, I'm the girl that listens to gangster rap on the way to the farmer's market. I actually got that from Google. Hello, like utilize Google, please. It has everything that you need. And then I reformatted it in Canva. What I also love about here is that you can save and use hashtags. Let me show you how this works. So you can do this in a couple different ways. Essentially, you can do your post, your caption, and your hashtags all within one place. And then you can post directly to Instagram or schedule the post. So in addition, I can also do groups of hashtags. So typically I'll write out a caption. I forget what I wrote up for this post, but it doesn't really matter for this exercise. But what I also do now is I get my hashtags from here. So I've actually already grouped some of these up, and I'll show you how I did that. So you go to find hashtags, you type in a particular group of hashtags. So for example, let's say I wanted to type in, we'll do vegan again. So I typed in vegan, and then these are the categories. You can only choose the categories that pop up. So like if I type in veganism and nothing pops up, then that's not one that I can use. But let's say I just do wellness, all right? So here it gives me, guys, at least 15 hashtags related to wellness that I can immediately tag to my post. And what this app does, these are hashtags that people are already using. So you already know if you're using these hashtags, people are also clicking on them to find additional content. So what I do is I'll do add all, and then I'll turn it into a group. So let me go back again. I know I'm moving fast. So I added the hashtags here, came over, I'm creating a group. I'll call this group wellness. Create group, boom. Now it's over here under my thing. So if when I'm ready to create this content and post it, I hit done. If you're using the preview app, I go all the way to the last like little share button, the box with the arrow. I click on that. My caption is now copied, and this box pops up. So once this box pops up, all I do is go over to Instagram, hey Instagram, and it's already ready. All I literally have to do is paste my hashtags, or if I already had a post ready to roll, and then I would hit OK and it would post to Instagram. Got it? So do you guys have any questions about that? Let me know. I'm not looking at the chat anymore because I'm on my phone doing this portion. So if you have questions, just leave them behind. So let's see here. I actually need to do another post related to fitness. So if I wanted to add a picture here, I'm just going to show you how you do that. So you hit the plus sign. You go in your library. You can either go into your library to do one picture at a time, or you can hit carousel, which is how you do multiple pictures at a time. I typically like to do kind of a mix. Like I do carousels, and sometimes I just do one pictures. And it's funny because I have to remember that you guys can see all my stuff in here. So, anyway, so for example, I did a post the other day. I did a post last night where I took some pictures showing off my CBD stuff. So I'm just gonna do like a mock post. So actually I think I'm gonna choose this one. And then I hit done. And then now it's popped up in my feed. Now, I've been reorganizing things in here so it doesn't even look like how it normally looks like. My feed typically looks like something like this, 2 pictures and a quote. And then so right now, like there's too many quotes. I would move that one up there. And then I gotta move this one down. But you guys kind of get the gist, right? You just keep playing around with it until it's like in the order that you desire. So then I would go here. If I wanted to edit this, I would hit, oops. I don't think I can edit this. I think I can only edit pictures. So if I wanted to edit a picture, I would hit this and then go here. And then this gives me additional filters as well as any other things that I want to enhance. I'm going to do a really awesome extensive editing training with you guys. I don't want to go too much into that, but all of this I do before I post, which is why it's really important to schedule this ahead of time. So let's just do a sample post for sake of time because we got 10 minutes. So I would go here. I got too many pictures on. I would do a caption, and do I have one in here? I was actually going to take the caption from what my friend posted today because it was really good. So I'm going to go over to her Instagram and see if I can copy some of what she posted today. Because here's the deal, guys. If people post things and tag you in things, like take what they've used and then just make it your own. So down here, this girl had a really good post today. I think I'm just gonna screenshot it so I can do it later. Yeah, because I can't copy this. I wish I could. But I'm gonna post about my CBD oil, so that's how I would do that. So she started with drop an emoji. If you are interested, or would she say, if you are a supporter and know the benefits of the cannabis plant. Right, and then I'll go into the rest of my captions. So does anybody have questions on this? What I do when I create a post, I like to break up all of my words. Again, I have to give credit where credit is due because this is something I learned from Dr. Davis. And the reason why this is important, guys, is you want people to stay longer on your content than anything else, because the longer somebody's looking at your content, that means looking at your picture, looking at the words in your caption, that means your algorithm is going up. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all these things, they're tracking all of this. Like all this stuff is analytics. And so you want people to stay longer on your information. So if you put something as like a big paragraph with like all these lines and everything, like it's not going to look good because nobody's going to actually read it. But if you break it up, then people actually tend to read. All right, so does that make sense so far? So I'm going to save that caption for now so I can come back to it. All right, I actually don't think my timer went off because maybe I forgot to turn it on. Yep, I sure did. So we're going to move to the next task. Let me stop sharing this. All right, and then I'm going to share my screen again. Okay, cool. So then the next thing we're gonna do, the last two things we're gonna do before time expires is we're gonna skip the dance break, but we're gonna go to, let's go to the follow-up. I think the follow-up was one of the most important things for me to be consistent with. So we're gonna do a 5-minute follow-up, and then that will be the conclusion for our night. And then the rest of these tasks go to the top of your list for tomorrow. So that's how that works. All right, so 5 minutes on the clock for following up. Ready, set, go. I'm gonna come back into the group, see if there's any questions or anything. Okay, so somebody messaged me earlier today. Who is somebody that I need to follow up with? And this is where you gotta write this stuff down, because I don't know about you guys, but my inbox is just a never-ending pool of people. All right, cool. So this was Danita that I needed to follow back up with. So Danita and she wants to join my next challenge group. So I'm gonna touch base with her. All right, so I followed with Danita. Now, another thing I'm going to share with you guys in the next power hour, because my technical difficulties did not allow me to start correctly on time, is that I use something called Facebook Purity, which will actually wipe out my newsfeed so that I don't see distractions and things. So, but I'll show you guys on the next one. So Anna sent me a message. Okay, bada bing, bada boom, took care of her. And if you all need help with kind of talking to people, again, that'll be more so on our Sunday night call when we have a little bit more flexibility with our time. But the point is that I talk to people just as if they were sitting right next to me, okay? So that's the key. Yeah, that's the key. So if you're talking to people like they're sitting next to you, there's a pretty good chance that they will respond well. Mm-hmm. All right, so the time is up and we have just 2 minutes left. So let's see here. In our last 2 minutes, what do you guys want to do? A dance break? Do you want to do some recognition? I think we could do a little dance break. I feel like I need to get up. How do I, let's see. I wasn't ready for the dance break. Okay, can you guys hear this? Let's see. Oh wait, you can't hear. Oh, hold on. Yeah. All right, let me see. Can I like embarrass myself on camera? Can you guys see me? Oh, I gotta stop sharing on here. No. I don't know how to do it.
You gotta stop sharing.
Let me try this.
Stop sharing on Zoom. Now.
See now? All right, I gotta figure this out later. Well, not on FB Live. Ah, dang. All All right. Well, I hope you all have enjoyed this live session. I actually like dancing at the end. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this live session and gotten some value out of it. So that concludes our hour of Power Hour.